Hi, I'm Kevin Standley. I'm chair of the Tonopah and 2021 Westercon Committee. We're here at the Tonopah Convention Center, the primary facility of our bid, to show you why we think this would be a great place to host Westercon 74. Let's take a look inside. We're here in the main hall of the Tonopah Convention Center. This is the biggest single room of the property. As I'll show you in a moment, it is actually dividable into smaller spaces. But let's take a walk around the room to show you all the amenities we have here in the main hall. Now, this room is set in one of the ways it can be, but we have a great deal of freedom in how we set it up. Indeed, we can actually move the tables and chairs around ourselves if we need to on the fly. Don't need to necessarily do that all the time, of course. It's a split level here. There are ramps that can get you up to the upper level, as you'll see. As we come around here to this area here, you're going to see up in the upper level something you're not likely to see in too many convention centers. And as I come up on here, you'll see I have a complete long bar that is part of our convention facility. We get to use that. There's no corkage. There's no forkage. We bring in our stuff, we serve our stuff. We're a private group. You're members. That's how we're going to do it. Now, I'm up here on the upper level as we move around, and as I come in this direction here, you're going to see that there's some air walls that can be moved across here. This is subdividable space. There's another room. This area can be treated as a separate room. Our current plans suggest that we will use this perhaps for dealers, perhaps for additional programming. We won't have a huge dealer's room. We're not even sure if there'll be an art show. We'd like to. But we have the space to do it, and that's the thing we want to show you, that we do actually have it. I'm going to come around over to here, and as we make the rest of the loop around, over here by the exit sign, what you see is this is the entrance to the kitchen. We're going to show you that kitchen in a little while here, but recognize the kitchen and the serving areas, those are ours as well. And finally, we come back to the main stage. We have the main stage here. The screen can be raised and lowered. We can do things on it. All of the rooms in this convention center are wired with modern projection equipments, sound, lights. We can do a lot of stuff with this space. This is the main hall. This is where the center of the convention would be. But it's not all there will be to it, and we'll show you more of that in a minute. I'm standing behind one of the two bars that are available here. This one's in the main hall. This is a bar that we can operate from. We can bring our things in, we can serve them from here. It's for our members. There is back here sinks, ice machines, storage areas, electrical hookups, all of the things you would expect. One of our visions for the possibility of using this space is to have multiple groups holding their convention parties, hospitality functions, whatever you want to call them, from this space. We are not required, I should say, to charge for this. Again, there's no corkage, there's no forkage. In this space, we are running it as part of our basic rental of the event. We would not be charging the groups that would be hosting this space. You simply have to bring in your own supplies. And yes, there are grocery stores in Tonopah. Bring your own material if you like. Show off what's good with your group. We have all this room. For the number of people we expect to draw, which is between 100 and 500 people, we think this is the perfect size for this event. And speaking of bars, this is the other bar that we were talking about, located in the back area beyond the air walls that we showed you earlier. Again, it is a full bar with sinks, an ice area, coffee maker, storage, electrical outlets, everything you might want to host an event. And even better, we have this space 24 hours a day. Really, around the clock if we need it. It's not a case of we have to turn the facility into a pumpkin at midnight. It's ours. It's our space. We control it. We're hosting you. You're hosting our fellow members. This is one of the finest facilities I've ever seen, and it doesn't cost very much either, which means that we can spend more of the members' membership money on the members. Located right off the main hall is the Convention Center kitchen. And while it's not a full kitchen in the sense of one with full cooking facilities, it has a lot to offer. And once again, it's ours to use. Back in here, we have a series of cooling and or heating facilities for if you have hot or cold food, keeping it hot or keeping it cold as needed. There is a large microwave oven. There's an ice maker. There's dishes, sinks, food preparation areas. And I come around on the back here to show you the full washing up areas, master dishwasher. I'm coming around here to show you a little bit here. Where'd it go? Cleaning supplies and such are in here. And finally, we walked past it earlier, a roll-up door that opens onto the main hall where we can serve from. In any event, this area is certainly big enough that all of the groups likely to host hospitality functions will be able to use this space at no additional charge. Bring in your own food, hot or cold. Keep it warm, keep it cold as needed. Prepare it here, serve it in the convention center space. Share the love with our members. Besides the space in the main hall that we showed you, which as you saw can be subdivided, the Tonopah Convention Center has two smaller function rooms. They are both separate, completely separate rooms from the main hall. The one we're standing in here also has a connection to the kitchen that we showed you earlier. This room has projector and screens, and tables can be set in any way we want. And we have another room that we'll show you here in just a moment. This is the second of the two separate function rooms. It is set in U-shape, but of course it can be set in any way we want. As I come by here, you'll notice projection equipment built into the room. We can connect our computer equipment to it. We're not paying for additional technicians to do it. It's ours to run. This will give you what you need. Come down here, you see, built-in screen. Recently installed, all of this equipment is fairly new. This is a modern equipped convention center, and it's ours 24 hours a day. I hope that what we've shown you today will give you an idea of what this facility has to offer for us. But one of the questions we're most likely to be asked is, why Tonopah? Well, we start with the fact that a facility of this size is about the right size for a group of 100 to 400 people. A group that wants to come together, drive its own entertainment from its member-focused programming, wants to gather and have a good time and not have to spend an enormous amount of money doing it. This is the right size for the right number of people. We think we are the ones to give you that right-sized convention in 2021. And we hope that we'll see you there. We hope this tour of the Tonopah Convention Center has been informative about what this facility has to offer for our members. Besides the space here in the Tonopah Convention Center, we do have the availability of space in the library, also space at the Mizpah Club and Mizpah Hotel, and other possibilities if our membership goes to the higher end of our projections. However, we are focused on providing a convention space that is right for the number of people coming here, and we think that if you come here and attend an event here, it will provide a memorable convention experience for all of the people who are here, and we hope you will join us. Oh, and don't forget to vote for us in Layton.